Hi, my name's Isaac. Welcome to Grace River Farms. Today I'm going to be working on 3155 again. I think I've got all my parts in that I'd ordered. Putting a new set of injectors in it, and water pump gaskets, thermostats, all the filters, changing the oil in the engine and the transmission, both filters. Got the radiator on it cleaned completely out, and it was stopped up pretty good. Like I say, it's been probably 10 years or better since the radiator's been off of it. I've cleaned it out every year as far as spraying it, but actually blowing through the radiator good. Everything's a tight fit in there with the hydraulic cooler and then the condensing cooler and condensing coil. It's hard to get in there to clean everything like it should. And you'd be surprised what all nastiness gets in there past those screens, those side screens. I've got it cleaned out good, so we should have our problem solved. We just got to get it all back together. I'm down ready to put the injectors back in it. I did set the valves in it the other day, one afternoon after work. I got that done. But I've still got to clean this condensing coil out. Probably can't tell it in the video, but it's pretty nasty too. It's got long enough hoses on it, it's made to slide out, but you can't slide it out with a loader on it. It's the only problem. And then I made a mess up the other day. I bought a new inner filter for this tractor, new inner and outer. Well, the threads wouldn't thread on when I threaded it in there, so I had the bright idea to thread it on backwards. Well, when I did, it like just a little bit, I don't know if you can see it in there, it like just a little bit getting the threads through the end of it. And I tried to force it, and you'd think I'd learn by now anyway. When it don't fit, don't force it. And when I did, see how the whole thing's turning? I broke the brad loose on the inside that holds the threads in the filter box itself. So now I've got to decide how I'm going to get that apart without tearing up the air filter or the filter box. This stupid filter was almost $50. I really don't want to tear it up. We'll have to see what I can do to figure it out. But I guess I'd rather tear up $50 than I would that whole filter box. There's no telling what it cost. Well, I successfully earned a $30, or that's 30-something dollars, or I don't even remember what I paid for it. It's enough to make you sick. All because the threads on the inside of it was boogered up. Can't send that back now. When it wouldn't thread on there, I should have sent the darn thing back. Ruined a good screwdriver too in the process. Here's the original filter that goes in there. Yeah, my battery ran out a while ago. I didn't realize it, but it never does catch the messes I make. I went to put the hydraulic oil cooler on and made a big old mess on the floor. Tried to pour it on my shoe, but I missed. Made it all in the... It's not too big a mess, but it's worse than I wanted it to be. I'm going to take this condenser and blow through it and try to clean it out. Take a table knife and try to straighten out some of the fins, I guess. I'm fixing to make a mess. Got the hydraulic filter replaced, got the engine oil back in it, the hydraulic oil back in it. I'm going to change the fuel filter and then see if the batteries are hot enough. I'll try to prime the fuel injectors. Maybe we'll get it started. I don't know. We'll just have to see what the batteries do. I really hate changing the fuel filter because I hate getting diesel fuel on it. Get the injector split. I got one of them started pumping diesel to it. Crack the injector lines and get them bled that way. Make it start a whole lot easier. Got diesel to each one of the lines, or each one of the injectors. that makes me happy hearing it run again finally. But maybe we've got the problem solved. It seems to start and run smoother than it used to. I don't know, maybe I had a bad injector, or the valves was good and out of adjustment. I adjusted on them. I replaced all 6 injectors, replaced the thermostats, checked the water pump. The water pump still looked great. Cleaned out the radiator. The inside, it run a little nastiness out, but not nothing bad. The outside and the fins, you couldn't see through probably 75% of the radiator. So I washed probably an hour and a half on that radiator, and took a little O-ring picks and picked at it, and finally got it all cleaned out where it'd blow through there, and blowed it out with air, blowed it out with water. It breathes a lot better, so that should have our getting warm on us took care of. Like I said, the tractor never got hot. It was just the last fall when I was baling with it, it was running hotter than it usually does. And it could have been one of the thermostats was sticking or something, because this thing has 2 thermostats in the same housing. One thermostat may have not opened enough or something, is allowing it to heat up a little bit. I don't know. We'll find out. Find out if we've got it took care of. I hope I didn't go to all this trouble and that not be it, but it's got new engine oil, all new filters, except the inner air filter that I screwed up. But new hydraulic filters, new hydraulic oil, engine oil. Maybe it'll last us another good long time. Well, that'll do it for tonight. I'm ready to go in and get cleaned up. Thanks for watching Grace River Farms.